Hello, everyone. It's Kailey and Peggy here from Henry Ford Sandcastles, and we're back again today for another episode of Grief and Brief. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about navigating the holidays after loss and letting parents know some tips and tricks to make it through this time of year. As we know, the holidays are often a time filled with lots of joy and laughter and togetherness, but these can be reminders of loss for those who have experienced the death of a loved one. As parents, we're tasked with balancing the delicate task of upholding holiday traditions while simultaneously navigating our own grief. During this emotionally challenging time, prioritizing self-care and seeking support becomes crucial to our well-being and that of our children. We want to share some practical tips for making it through this holiday season while honoring your grief and also supporting your children through theirs.
So, our first recommendation is to embrace that roller coaster of emotions. Grief is a complex and multifaceted experience, and it is essential to allow ourselves to feel the full spectrum of emotions, from sadness and anger to even guilt and confusion. Suppressing or ignoring any of these emotions can hinder the healing process. So instead, embrace your feelings and find healthy ways to express them, whether it's through journaling or talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or engaging in creative activities like painting or music. And as a parent, we can model healthy coping for our children. When you find safe ways to release your emotions, and your children will witness that happening, they're more likely to find healthy ways to cope themselves. Sometimes healthy coping is simply taking a break or needing a moment to cry. Crying has been scientifically proven to aid in self soothing. When you cry, your body releases oxytocin and endorphins, and your tears may even cause a decrease in cortisol, helping you to feel good and ease any emotional pain. So, crying is good for you. Other times, it requires a physical release. So, moving your body to get out those deep emotions can happen in many different ways, including exercise or even taking a crayon to a piece of paper and scribbling away. You can jump up and down or dance or go for a walk. Discussing all these different healthy ways to express emotions can be a great topic to dive into as a family. And you can encourage your children to engage in these activities by doing them together as a family.
Another recommendation we have for the holiday season is to honor your loved one's memory. And we can find ways to incorporate and honor our loved ones in our holiday celebrations. So share stories, light a candle in their memory, or maybe even engage in activities that they enjoyed. Think about the things that your loved one really enjoyed or liked this time of year. Maybe that's baking lots of holiday treats or volunteering with a cause that was near and dear to their heart, or eating a very specific dish during your family dinner. Use those reminders of your loved one to create special new memories. Bake some cookies together, volunteer, or create a memory meal. These acts of remembrance can bring comfort and can also create a sense of connection despite our loved one's physical absence.
Potentially, one of the most important things to remember is to set boundaries and prioritize self care. During the holidays, social obligations and those festive expectations can become very overwhelming. Don't feel the pressure to participate in every event or activity. Establish clear boundaries and prioritize your own well being. Take time to engage in activities that bring you comfort and relaxation, whether it's taking a long walk, a warm bath, or simply curling up with a good book. And remember, it's okay to say, no, thank you. Talk with your family and friends about the things that are most important and create a plan, knowing it's okay to change that plan too when the time comes.
Absolutely. And so, this holiday season, we also encourage you to embrace new traditions. While traditional holiday activities may hold special meaning, it's also okay to create new traditions that reflect your current family dynamics and honor your loved one's memory. These new traditions can signify growth, adaptation, and the continuation of family bonds. So, talk with your family members about what's possible this year and know that whatever you decide to do, even if that's to cancel the usual tradition altogether because it feels like too much this year, that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. And finally, we want to remind you not to go through this season alone and to seek out support as needed. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network of family, friends, and even grief support groups can provide a safe place to share your emotions, to receive validation, and to gain valuable insight from others who've experienced similar losses. Don't hesitate to reach out for help when it's needed. Remember that you are not alone in this journey, and if you need support, Sandcastles is always here for anyone experiencing grief. If you find yourself struggling to cope with grief, also don't hesitate to seek out professional help from a therapist or counselor if it's needed. They can provide guidance, support, and coping mechanisms tailored to your specific needs and situation. Remember, grief is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself, allow yourself time to heal, and seek support whenever needed. The holidays, though emotionally challenging, can also be an opportunity to reflect, to honor your loved one's memory, and to create new traditions that carry you forward. We wish you peace and comfort as you navigate this season.